Hello, my name is Valerie King. I was born in wonderful London town way back at the beginning of the Second World War. I was evacuated out of London as the bombs were dropping, and I went to a village in Kent. We were a very close-knit community, and by the time I'd reached the age of 14, everybody was smoking. My mum and dad smoked, the neighbours smoked, everybody smoked. And if I hadn't have smoked, I would have been totally left out of all the fun. And in those days you could buy 5 in a packet, so it wasn't terribly expensive. It wasn't really hard to get hold of a packet of cigarettes. We weren't really told in those days just how dangerous it was or how bad for your health or any of those kinds of things. And me being a very social person, I just thought it was a wonderful thing to do, and just to get into the groove as it was. And so we continued to enjoy smoking. Then I married and my husband smoked, and I came to Australia and everybody here seemed to smoke. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I just continued buying packet after packet after packet. I ended up smoking for 50 years, and my habit turned into 50 a day. And I knew that something was wrong. By then, of course, the news had got out that smoking was so detrimental to your health. It was the silliest thing that anybody could ever do. I had never been a person to take an alcoholic drink. I still to this day have never had a drink of alcohol. But my cigarettes were my friends. I needed my friends with me constantly. And whenever I was down and whenever things weren't going my way, I popped out a friend and everything was solved in my life. But along the way, of course, I ruined many personal items. I love clothes, but I guarantee everything that I own has got a hole in it somewhere. My carpet was full of holes where I sat. Even my car seats have got holes in them. My beautiful new dressing gown, I remember how I prized it. Sure enough, right at the pocket, there was a cigarette burn. Oh, there were so many different methods, and I just couldn't find the right one for me. Sure, I'd give it up for a few days. I even managed to give it up for a few weeks from time to time. And my boys absolutely hated it. 5 sons I've got, and none of them smoke. Mum, what are you doing to yourself? Was the catch cry every single day. Get those stinking ashtrays out of here. Mum, what are you doing to yourself? So Pat and I went together in the same car, thinking, oh yes, this will be a joke, this will be a laugh, smoking as many cigarettes as we could on the way. And when we got there, we were ushered into this really nice area, lovely chairs around and glasses of water and everything. And these 2 lovely gentlemen introduced themselves and made us feel so welcome. It was absolutely fantastic. So we sat down and listened to the information talk. And I listened, took it all in and thought, oh, I don't know whether I can do this. Oh, my friends, how do I give up my friends? I just don't know. Well, as we were going home in the car, we decided that we'd give it a go. Pat thought it'd be a good idea as she spluttered between coughs. Anything will do. We've never succeeded at anything yet. So let's give it a try. Well, I had so much fun. It was fantastic. The guy who ran the class was such a nice person, so believable, and actually half of the things that he asked us to do were a lot of fun. And we really, really enjoyed it. We got into groups and helped each other, and we made good friends with each other, encouraging each other along the way and ringing each other up through the week to see how each one was going. And we were having a great time. I was really, really disappointed that it was ever going to come to an end. And finally, that week 7 came, and I proudly, so proudly, stood up and to receive my diploma, to say that I had finally kicked that habit. I was the very last one to receive her certificate, and I didn't think I was going to get one at all. But it turned out that I was the champion of champions. My 50 years at 50 a day had paid off, and I was a champion at something, even if it was only cigarette smoking. But I knew that I would never, ever have another cigarette again to this day. It's a wonderful, wonderful program, and I hope all of you will try and cope and do it for your own sake. I'm very lucky that I'm here today to talk to you from all of my cigarettes, and I am so grateful that now I can pass on to you what I have learned, and my life is smoke-free, and all the pocket money that I have now I can spend on all these beautiful clothes. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to what I have to say.